Can Ferrari bounce back? Can Verstappen get redemption? And can Mercedes finish anything higher than 3rd place? We're talking about all this and more in today's episode of Crash Course. Hello and welcome to Crash Course, the show where I, Mr. Odin Rule, take you through everything you need to know ahead of this weekend's Grand Prix. This week, F1 is heading home to the track at which the sport began over 70 years ago, one full of twists and turns and is well known by every single racing fan around the world. It is, of course, the one and only Silverstone. Of course, as Brits we are biased, but I think many of us can agree that Silverstone is one of the highlights of the season. The atmosphere alone is enough to get you pumped for racing, and the classic British weather always throws up a surprise for the drivers. This weekend is looking like a mixed bag with a dry race day but wet quali, and as we saw in Canada last time out, a wet quali is always fun. Top that off with the fact this is the start of a 4 race in 5 weeks period, and it really does start getting you excited. I mean, I'm excited anyway. Going into this weekend, many of the talking points are similar to those we've been having over the past few race weekends. Starting off with, can Ferrari bounce back? They've had so many weekends thus far where either things have gone wrong or they've just fallen short, leaving them now 76 points behind Red Bull in the constructors, and with Leclerc and Sainz sitting 3rd and 5th in the drivers respectively, which given their overall pace this season just isn't good enough. However, now with a much fresher engine in the back of his Ferrari, you'd hope that Leclerc should be able to bring it to the Red Bulls this weekend and maybe get back to winning ways. But one man that, like always, will be trying to stop him is title leader Max Verstappen, who after the controversial incident that took place here last year is looking for redemption. I know I don't even need to recap the crash to you lot, you've seen replays all over the place for the last year, and the celebration from Lewis that followed as he came back from a penalty to take the win from Leclerc in the closing laps. Now whether you agree or disagree in the way Lewis acted post-race last year, I think we can collectively all agree that if you were Max Verstappen, that would have really pissed you off. Sorry to the crash higher-ups for swearing, I just felt it was needed for dramatic effect. When asked about the topic, Horner admitted, Silverstone was pretty tough for us last year. It's important for us to keep this momentum going. It's been a heck of a run of races that we've put together. The drivers are doing a great job. I'm sure there'll be huge support from Mercedes drivers, but we'll go in there fired up and trying to put right things that went wrong last year. And given how popular Verstappen is at the minute, I wouldn't be surprised if his victory celebrations almost matched that of Lewis's last season. Emphasis on the almost though, because you know, I am a Lewis Hamilton fan, I gotta be biased a little bit, haven't I? Speaking of the man himself, Lewis and Mercedes are once again looking hopeful towards this race weekend. After a decent showing in Canada, scoring themselves a 3rd and 4th, Mercedes have once again shown some good pace. This isn't the first time they've shown good speed this season though, with the Silver Arrows most notably looking good in Spain. However, due to the porpoising, they've struggled to get the maximum out of the car and consistently run close to the Red Bulls and Ferraris. Christian Horner also chimed in on the Merc situation after Canada, saying Mercedes' pace in the race was competitive. With a smooth circuit, they could be a factor. And lucky for Mercedes, Silverstone is about as smooth as Mazepin's bald head. Lewis though is being a bit more cautious when it comes to hyping up the team, clarifying to all the excited fanboys, we have bouncing. So we don't know how it's going to be through cops and those places. Toto also chimed in with a little reality check, saying, after the Spanish GP, we were cheering that we were back in the championship fight. So let's see. So nobody really knows where Mercedes are going to be sitting this weekend, but we can probably assume it will be ahead of the Alpine and McLaren, who currently sit just 8 points apart on the constructors. And with performances like we saw from Alonso in Canada, Alpine will be 100% aiming to close that gap even more. Plus, with a substantial upgrade package coming for the French team this weekend, hopes are high. Who do you think will come out on top between the two, McLaren or Alpine? Let us know in the comment section down below. I'm not going to lie to you lads, I'm kind of team Alpine. I just like the blue on their car, therefore I'm on their side. I'm a simple man. Make a nice looking car, I'll probably support you. In terms of other storylines to be keeping an eye on, it's George Russell's first home Grand Prix in a decent car. Can he get a podium? Latifi is still needing to step up, but is it already too late to save his seat? And Schumacher is once again still searching for points. Can he get them? Probably not. I've not got much faith at this point. As always, there's so many storylines up and down the grid, so let us know which ones you're keeping a close eye on this weekend. But yeah, boys and girls, there you go. That is everything you need to know going into this British Grand Prix race weekend. I'm not going to be there, mainly because I forgot to buy tickets again. I did this last year. I didn't buy my tickets, I left it too late. This season, I've done it again. But yeah, it's going to be a great race anyway. It's a sold out crowd. It's sure to look sick on TV, because that's where I'll be watching it. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and until next time, thank you for watching. This has been Crash Course. Subscribe, like, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you later.